Dr. McGovern, looking ahead to 2026, what do you wish for on behalf of THR in Ireland, and what do you think will happen?
I dearly, dearly wish that they would keep their hands, legislators, away from flavours. If I had one thing that I would like to see happen, it is that flavours remain intact. So that above all else. If flavours remain, then vaping, the integrity of vaping, the lifespan of vaping will endure. I really, really worry if flavours are touched. There's talk about tobacco-only flavour. The very flavour that people try and get away from. So I would like to see that. Flavors, do not touch flavors.
Do you think that'll happen, that flavors will be safe?
Great question, Brendan. 50-50 on this. I think that there is, I think there are a number of people in our parliament over here is called the Oireachtas. I think there are a number of people in there that realise the value of flavours. I think there are people in there who themselves vape and have and understand the role of flavours. I'm actually 50-50 whether it will happen. I don't know. I don't actually know what's going to happen. I'm kind of cautiously optimistic that they won't touch them, or if they do, they won't obliterate flavors. They'll keep sufficiently enough flavors for people to continue vaping using flavors. So that I'm hoping. What I'm hoping really is, and I would have no problem with this. The descriptors sometimes, bubble gum flavor, which is ridiculous. There's no such thing as bubblegum flavor, and bubblegum has got many flavors. I think the work that we need to do over here is we need to enforce the age restriction, which only came in 2023, December 2023. We have an age restriction. If the age restriction works, Brent, if it worked, then we wouldn't have to worry about flavors. Why would we worry about flavors if minors aren't getting access to these products? Because minors getting access to them is what creates all the column inches in the papers. So that's the first thing. Enact the law that you brought in. There are people in the medical profession who I've heard say, before the age restriction came in, that won't work. It hasn't worked in other countries. Well, why have an age restriction if it's not working? That's the whole idea of an age restriction. But this idea that we'll obliterate flavors and save the youth, that hasn't been stress tested at all. There's no evidence that will work, number one. And number two is the real obvious fallout of that will be that more young people will smoke, and indeed more people will smoke.
A.G. Miller, looking ahead to 2026, what do you wish for on behalf of THR in the U.S., and what do you think will actually happen?
Well, I would wish for the CTP to do a number of things. One is to approve flavors for e-cigarettes, because that's what the smokers want. To continue along the line of their expedited effort to approve more pouches, and then most of all embark on a public health campaign to move smokers from combustibles to non-combustibles. If they did those three things, we could have a great year.